Hey, everybody. How's it going? I'm just setting my alarm to go off at 1:19 Pacific time so me and my guests can get our smoke on. Welcome to Great Danes Wear Hats. That was submitted by a Podcalypse on Twitter. And to coincide with the first episode of my new show, The High Court on Comedy Central, we're going to do a marathon Getting Dug with High right here in LA in the Spacement on February 24th. And our Patreon giveaway for February is inviting 8 lucky winners to attend that show in person. You have to be able to get to LA on your own. We're not going to fly you out here or drive you. Oh, maybe Gabe will come pick you up and drive you back. All Patreon members who can attend will be able to watch from our, you'll be able to watch from our secret member-only Periscope. That'll be a different angle, I guess. I got to talk to them about that. Become a 420 Club member to be eligible to win the giveaway and sign up at patreon.com/gettingdug. I have shows coming up in San Diego, Raleigh, Tampa, Portland, Oregon, and more. And you can find all of my dates and deets at douglovesmovies.com. Enjoy the show.
For me not to be.
Don't talk. He hasn't introduced you yet.
I haven't done anything yet. You guys started in the middle of things.
They don't even see us yet.
They see us.
Oh.
Yeah. They might not be seeing us for long. Oh, they hear us.
They don't hear us yet.
It's all happening.
Do they really hear us, Doug?
Right.
Do they? Well, I'm working to an empty camera.
Right. Just go right to it.
Is that a robot camera?
That's the one. Yeah. We don't put a person behind it because no one wants to just be looking right at you while you're laying all those jokes out like that.
Well, my jokes write themselves. You know why? Because people don't want to be involved with it.
People, you don't even want to be involved with your jokes.
No, I'd rather not.
Yeah, you gotta step out.
Yeah, because then I can give a look like who wrote this crap.
Yeah.
My jokes come in the newspaper because I tell jokes from the 80s.
That was a real laugh. Normally when I'm laughing at Doug, it's sincere.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
I'm going to have tension between me and you.
I like that. That's good because this is usually a pretty mellow show because of what we do here.
Did I curse? I forgot.
No.
I cursed by mistake. Wait, we're smoking pot. What can't we do?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, all right, screw it. Fudge that.
This is Andy Kindler and Greg Proops, everybody.
Yeah, it's freaking.
Yeah, we got a crew of seven or 8 people.
I didn't think there was a crew. I thought you would use the old Tom Snyder crew.
He had a crew too.
Well, he had one guy laughing at him.
It was small, yeah, they'd laugh.
Yeah,
they'd laugh.
Designated laugher.
Yeah, I like the way that show looked, the way like he just looked like he was sitting in darkness.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. It was, but he started
I asked for that, and they gave me outer space.
Yeah, but he started to become too looming. You know what I'm saying? I think there was a forced perspective thing.
I think there's a lot of people watching and listening to this that are very concerned about the life and career of Tom Snyder, but...
Oh no! And within 35 seconds,
immediately, oldest reference you could come up with.
Greg Kinnear, maybe? Would that do it?
That's
Bob Costas,
right? Taking you back, Dave Garroway.
Bob Costas.
Anyone?
You have to just follow that up with a pink eye joke. Bob Costas is best known for having pink eye.
that was. I think that may still be the greatest thing I've ever seen.
It was. The fact that he went on TV with that weird abscess coming out of his head was just astounding.
And then there was also the thing in his eye. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was just doing that joke. Sorry, Greg.
But why didn't you just throw on some of some serious black shades?
Why not
just say, sorry, I have pink eye?
Why not take a day off and let someone else do it?
It's the Olympics, Greg.
Oh, golly, of course.
Take a day off. You don't get a shot again for 4 years unless you're into summer. Which one was it? Was it summer or winter?
Summer.
Which one did he get pink eye?
It was Winter Olympics. It was the Sochi. It was the Russian ones that no
one
one
went to. So then he's got to sit out for 2 years till the summer one.
And he said, look, America couldn't care less whether I do it or not, but let's still do it. That's what he said, I heard. We're going to take that out? That's not going to be included in
it's all live.
Show. Are we really live?
This is really live.
Hamana, can it core a apple?
And that alarm meant that it's 20 minutes after the hour.
Let's do it!
So you got to smoke.
I have not smoked since last night.
Oh, okay.
This is so great.
You'll get a nice high after holding yourself back for a while like that.
I don't know why I just cupped the flame like there was a breeze blowing through here. We're in a wind tunnel
We
located
normally
in
have
Culver
a
City.
fan. Why is the fan not here today? A fan gets stolen.
Well, you have many fans, Doug.
I know. I've got at least 7 at this point.
I wrote this earlier today.
Okay.
Light notes of caramel with a fruit-forward flip. And can you taste the boysenberry? No, you know what? I'm lying. I didn't write that earlier because it would have been funny.
It would have been tighter, yeah. But that bit had, bit had a good nose.
Ah! This tastes
look
very
at you.
smooth.
Oh, I already rolled one. This is one I prepared earlier.
All right, we'll pass that around.
Hey, is this a recurrent reference? Pass the Dutchie on the left-hand side?
Oh, yeah, the kids say it all the time.
I think people still know it. That one was big enough.
Let's
I
do
think
Cheech and Chong bits.
People know it.
Dave's
not here, man.
Open the door.
What
Dave.
door?
I love that song Basketball Jones when I was a
We
kid.
do.
I really love that a lot.
I saw Cheech and Chong at the Circle Star Theater in San Carlos in 1978, open for Tower of Power. And we brought a little onyx pipe full of weed. I remember smoking it during the Cheech and Chong bit. And Tommy Chong came out and he does the blues singer bit. And he's kind of, he's playing the harmonica and whatnot. He's sitting in a chair. And he goes, let's have a hand for the band. And everybody, huh? And he goes, let's have a hand for the band. Everybody applauds. He goes, you blinder than I am. There ain't no fucking band. And that was a big joke on the night. I remember everybody went,
Unbelievable.
He fooled us.
He talked him into clapping for no band.
And those days, they actually had cans of laughter for canned laughter.
Yeah. You had to bring a tin.
You gave me a look like they don't know what canned laughter is. They literally don't know.
Of course they do.
Canned laughter? I don't think that
I
explains
thought
it.
your viewers were like historians.
Mostly.
Mostly they're philosophers, I should say.
You know, I
That's
wrote my
why-
whole senior thesis on 420. I kept saying it was the day after Ruby Ridge. Deal with it, everybody. Deal with it. Oh, you having fun with 420? What about 419?
What about 421? Hitler's
You're
birthday.
my favorite Pixar character.
Yeah. Oh, here is the day that Pixar jumped the shark. Sarah, cancel my 2:30. Get me do the final on Up. Get me Larry the cable guy on the phone.
You didn't like that he played a tow truck? That seemed like good casting.
But he's not even from the South. Doesn't that bug you?
Now he's in the Midwest.
Yeah, well, he's,
Is that I won't watch Cars because
You're
of
not
that.
from wherever you say you're from.
I'm from Queens. Look at that accent. From New York. Come on. Hey, I ordered New York pizza here. I ordered New York style pizza here. Here's a goddamn pizza.
Shut up and fuck up with the pizza.
Yeah. The guy said to me, I just shut up, you punch in the face.
I'm from the Bay Area. I ordered pizza.
Yeah.
In my behind.
It goes
Good
that
night,
way,
everybody.
right?
I went to the
yeah.
Bay. I went to the Bay Area in 1985 and I kicked the soap to Oakland.
All right, let's just talk about things that are going on
Why isn't the
currently,
crew-
and then
why
maybe
won't
the
the crew
references
laugh?
will be more.
Can't the crew laugh?
Oh, I forbid them to laugh. When they laugh, it's because the funniest thing just happened.
This is now I know my career really is over. I used to go. The people in the crew would laugh. Now the people in the crew
Right?
right,
Remember
right.
when the band used
I
to
was
laugh?
going to say, when the band thought you were funny, then you knew you were funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, when Kevin Eubanks was laughing.
Ah,
Do you know Kevin Eubanks at home? He sets a timer and he laughs at nothing every 5 minutes just to keep in shape.
He keeps that muscle tone. We're smoking a sativa called Clementine.
oh, I could
God.
tell.
Oh, my darling. I thought you were going to say.
Undertones of orange.
Yeah. And the indica is called Sour Kush, but we're not going to mess with that, are we?
What is it with the sour?
Do we
Everything
have
is
stuff
sour.
to do today?
I don't have anything to do. I do have to give a TED Talk at 3:30
Well, that's something.
on quantum
You can't-
physics.
You said you have nothing to do.
Oh my God,
and
that
you've
is
got a
something that might be
very
affected by pot.
important thing to do, yeah.
Let me see if I can do it. Quantum mechanics.
Neil deGrasse Tyson only smokes after his shows.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Well, I have to go to Griffith Observatory and give a star talk. So
You know, once I had to go to Griffith Observatory because Griffith was there, and I had to observe his behavior.
I thought you had a knife fight with James Dean.
Yeah, I
Good
just
night,
hope, I
everybody.
just hang out there hoping to see Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling. Can we get a current reference?
No, not with this crew.
James Dean. Hey, James Dean. Maybe one day you don't go out in the motorcycle. Was he in a motorcycle?
No.
I don't know. He's in porn now.
Hey, James Dean.
James Dean's a porn
He
star
wasn't.
name.
James Dean. He was a Dark Lagoon.
Every time you mention it, the audience is just going, "You're talking about some porn star?"
Why wouldn't this get canceled right now? Because I'm not holding my weight.
You think that that's possible?
Yeah. What would you
The show
do?
could get canceled?
What would be a reason
That's
to
why we
cancel?
don't have a network, so we can just do what we want.
What could you get fired for? You know, you really erratic behavior?
Well, we do have an HR department, so...
That's not true, is it?
Yeah, well, Josh does.
There's also an on-site nurse.
Yeah, or medic or whatever you might need.
And dogs. There's dogs everywhere.
Yeah.
You know that
This
jazz
is one of those
originally
dog
was
things.
called Jash? And they would say at a meeting, can you jash it up?
Right. And then
Some guy was on heroin.
Right.
What, jazz?
Right. He slurred
He
it.
said, jazz? Jazz. And it's all in my book, Stories That Go Nowhere.
Like the guy that runs this company, Daniel, if you want him to do something, he goes, "You jashed for it."
Wow.
Jash when you thought it was safe
Go
to
back
do
in
a
the-
pun.
God. That's going in the Jash compactor.
But did you like how I put that on Daniel? Like that's something he says?
Right. I did. Like you deflected that one.
Hey,
So-
next time you see Daniel, you go, Daniel, hey, Daniel, my brother, you are older than me. You just go right into the Elton
That's
John.
like
other
quoting
70s
the super
references.
old music lyrics, yeah. You know, if you're going to quote Elton John, as far back as you can go, probably is like, "I'm Still Standing."
Really?
Or sad songs say so
can
much.
I know good? Oh, so anyway, who remembers "Good Old Country Comfort"? That song from Tumbleweed Connection.
Tumbleweed Connection.
Elton John's
What is that? Oh, that is an Elton John album.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll talk about someone more popular, Elton John. On Tumbleweed Connection, I'm like, why don't you get on the truck and drive north, Elton?
Do you know what the kids are into today, Andy? It's called stacking.
What does
what
that
is
mean?
You
that
just
mean?
take random items and get them as high as you... That's not really a thing.
Do you think that
fooled me.
any
did. You guys are in.
any sentence that ever started out with the kids today,
Yeah.
that anyone's ever focused on where
No,
you go
you
with
just
it?
don't even... Oh, I'm not one of them. What do I need to know what they're up to?
You know what I got in the
Let
mail?
them do their thing.
You know what I got in the mail?
I don't.
I don't want to be
And you know
around.
how they did it?
Yeah.
They put nothing on the outside. No name. Okay? Look at me. What would I not want to see on the inside of an envelope?
The swastika?
What organization?
Yeah, some sort of Nazi thing?
No, look at me.
Some sort of thing.
I'm very old.
Some sort of pro...
I might-
Something that's pro-comedy?
Oh, I don't think I can work forever. Are these clues not working for you?
What is
you
it?
received a blank envelope.
I
and we're
might-
supposed to
Death
surmise.
certificate.
I might have to retire soon. I mean, I've actually said the
A
name
piece of paper
the
that says
organization.
retire?
The
I've said the name.
and the AARP.
Yes, the National Advancement of Retired People.
Yeah.
AARP.
That's what that stands for?
Yes, it does. The National Association, and that's
What are
was
the
so
two
exci-
A's at the beginning? Association?
National,
For the advancement?
Why are there two A's?
That's what I'm asking you.
Oh, for the achievement. Androgynous.
The androgynous achievers, retired people.
That was the
way
controversy.
after
People thought there was the
420
word
somewhere.
colored that caused the problem.
Like on the East Coast. All up and down the East Coast, and our
What was
friends
that
up in
sound?
Toronto. We're like running behind for some reason, but
Was that your? Was that?
about how it's 420 somewhere.
How come I don't have a thing?
Because there's no one that would talk to you.
Wait a second.
Oh, you're getting something?
Greg, come on. You must be a treat for you to watch me dominate and ignore everybody.
I would certainly hog up. I don't know if dominate's the word I'd use. Dominate would indicate some kind of superior.
Well, yeah, I would think it's more like a smothering thing. I do.
Yeah, it was enveloping.
Needy smothering.
Yeah. Like,
I'll
it's like
be
watching
curious.
fast-growing vines.
I'll be very curious about the response. Like if some people are going to be, if your presence makes them tense.
No, but they relaxed.
Or if it's fun. Because if everyone's smoking at home, it's probably just fun to listen to you do this.
You know, Doug, 3 more jokes like that, and we're going to have to see if you're violating the emoluments comedy clause of the Constitution.
Emoluments, that's what the first A in AARP stands for.
Yes, emoluments.
Okay, I got a letter from AARP.
Oh, okay.
Something you
Punchline.
kids, you're all gonna
You did it.
all you guys who look so fucking hip, you're all gonna
You're all
die.
so hip.
You're all gonna die.
Fucking
One
hip
day you'll be
crew.
my age, bitter. What would be the point of a horrible speech like this? Hey, you
I was
only
gonna say,
realized
I
it.
was hoping for a big
Yeah.
laugh.
Well, you could probably.
What's my lesson?
You
What's
could
my
be the next
lesson?
president with that kind of talk.
Things get worse as you age.
They
Go
don't
to your
actually.
window. Now go to your window.
Yeah. I'm as mad as hell.
I used to
bad as
not
hell,
like
yes?
Billy Crystal talking about getting old. I was like, just talk about stuff other than getting old.
Yeah,
But now that I'm getting old,
I never
like
focus
to
on
talk
that.
about it.
Exactly. Oh,
You want
do
him to do his jazz? You want him to do his jazz character? Doesn't he have a
I'm
jazz?
like,
yeah.
every time I touch
Oh,
my ears
kittens.
and there's hair coming out of it, I go, damn it, Billy Crystal, you did that bit.
What is
He was the first
did?
comedian to get old and have hair coming out of his ears.
And I'm thinking, what am I? What do I have, a chia pet in my ear? I love to write not even complete hacky jokes.
Do you have that chia pet that's gold in my ear?
Now that was an example. You know how Bill Maher laughs and he's not even said, and he's never said anything funny, and all you can think of is how horrible he is. That was
Speak
a
for yourself.
delightful laugh. That's an infectious laugh. And when I say infectious, I mean I caught a virus.
Yeah.
Why am I working like this?
I don't
Greg?
know.
Okay.
When you say infectious, you mean Dustin Hoffman's
Your
coming.
laughter is contagious and it's killing me. That kind of thing. Reader's Digest, that's like what something you read in
Right.
there.
Ask me the secret of getting high.
What's the secret?
Timing. When did I go? Hey, when did I start getting high? I prepared all these
It
anecdotes.
is important. It is important
I prepared anecdotes.
to prepare for this show.
When did I first know I could smoke pot? Thank you. Now,
When did
it's
you
like a
first
po-
know?
Is this like a Ken Burns documentary? I have to repeat the question. What do I like about dabbing?
I think it's the danger.
Do you guys want to hear how many jokes about rolling joints on albums do you guys want to hear? 3, 4, or 7? How many jokes about
We don't do
Colombian
albums.
weed?
We don't
About
do
Colombian
albums.
weed.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to say the.
Wow.
Wacky tobacco.
I was feeling pretty good because the boat from Colombia just pulled up, and it's 1963.
People don't say sensimilla.
No, they don't.
You know how much in 1963
Or Maui Wowie.
we had to kill someone who had eaten pot to get enough THC in our bloodstream to feel high for about 2 minutes, to forget that the Vietnam War was going on.
People say weed makes you slow.
Ask me what-
it doesn't slow you down one bit.
Ask
no.
me what's most affected by smoking pot when it comes to comedy. Timing.
I think I'm not going to ask you anything anymore
I make a nice living.
because you might yell timing.
I make a nice living.
Are you uncomfortable right now?
I make a nice living.
Yes.
Let me tell you something, folks.
Are you comfortable?
Folks,
I make it nice
seriously,
living.
folks.
Folks, seriously, it's not what I'm saying. Some funny 2 minutes. Look at
Let's
this.
do high history. I think that was more of Andy's career sign than a show specifically. When did you
What is that?
start?
What do we got? What do we got? What would be a pot thing for the control
what would
tower?
be the next show
The control
coming
tower.
up?
A funny reference for the control tower for pot.
The control tower for pot?
Yeah. Hey, this pot's pretty good. I got to tell you something. I just got cleared for
From space
takeoff.
station number 9.
I got cleared for takeoff on runway 8. Cha-cha. That's Dennis Miller. Hi.
Yes. I don't think that happened.
Hey, Timothy Leary. I got Timothy Leary on line 3. Is line 3 still funny?
Somebody on Twitter told me that if a Republican came on the show and smoked pot with me, that they would bury me in a debate about politics. And I was like, what funny pot-smoking Republican is out there?
Yeah, that's what I would.
P.J. O'Rourke. You always say P.J. O'Rourke if you can't think of anybody else.
But that guy is just a provocateur, isn't he?
Right.
He's
He's
a
simply
jet-
arch.
He's just
Yeah.
he's just a curmudgeon without the
Right.
delightful curmudgeon part.
Without the tight punchlines.
Yeah, without the tight punchlines, or it's like, I always like rich white men who are upset.
Oh, I do too. And it's because people are protesting too much that don't have money.
Right.
Yeah.
The poor have taken all their money.
Because Dennis Miller, when he was in Santa Barbara on 9/11,
I'm so aggravated by unease.
when he was in Santa Barbara on 9/11, his bottled water shipment did not come in because
What?
of the terrorist attack on 9/11, 2001. That's right. I'm the comic who does 9/11 jokes, but and I
You don't even
pretend
care
they're
what
edgy.
time of year it is.
Yeah, I pretend they're edgy. not realizing it's 17 years after it.
All right, let's do this as a.
Too soon?
Let's do this
not
as
too
a-
soon. Maybe too late.
Let's do this as a cliffhanger.
Too soon wouldn't be the criticism I would have.
Yeah.
This is a cliffhanger starring Sylvester Stallone and John Lithgow. When we come back, we're going to find out about Andy Kindler's
Oh, I'm bumping
first
you.
pod experience.
Oh,
Janice, why do you got the phone volume up so loud again?
Fuck you!
She's pregnant. Come on.
You're my mom.
Did you know that Jacob Dylan's dad was a singer?
What's up, tiny dick?
What's sarcasm?
I think that was.
What?
Chop up the wood.
I'll tell you a secret.
I've never interviewed someone before.
Now you tell me.
I feel like this is racist.
When I smoke up, I don't get the munchies. I get a craving to adjudicate real small claims cases.
The High Court with Judge Doug Benson. Real cases, really high judge. Premieres February 27th.
I'm a judge now.
your mint is on my lips. Hi.
is on my
We're the
lips.
impressions. We're the impressions.
Did anybody watching at home notice that Andy had mint lips?
No, here's the deal. Wayne LaPierre did an appearance where
We're
he
here
was
with Andy Kindler.
he was foamed
and
up on
Greg
the side of his
Proops.
mouth.
He was what?
He was
Oh, he had
foamed up,
foam
and so
coming
I
out.
think I
was.
may have had mint in the side of my mouth. And is this the kind? These kids are so young. Their idea of a bad day is cold.
I thought
They
you also
don't
had a
watch
little-
my lips.
I think you also had a little ash on your nose. I think she got that too during the break.
Why did I do that?
Don't wipe your-
That's ridiculous. Someone, as if my fingers were a trowel.
Yeah.
Is what I did. As if I was attacked.
Even when you're naming items and implements, you choose old ass words.
The trowel.
And trowel.
Right, a truncheon,
And why the panicking though? Ooh,
a backhoe.
But how do you feel about weed in general, as far as how you
Are you
feel?
actually asking
how you
him to
feel?
talk?
Yeah. Does it relax you? Like, would you be more manic now if you hadn't been smoking weed?
No, weed is the greatest thing that's ever been invented. It's medicinal.
And it was invented in the 50s.
That's right. It was invented by
Jazz musicians who were
No,
called
but yeah,
Josh
the same
musicians.
time Josh was invented.
When Josh was invented,
When Josh
weed was
started,
invented.
weed started. Yeah.
I like his
They
jazz.
called it marijuana because that made it sound foreign.
mug-
Interestingly enough, I always like anybody who tries that. Interestingly enough, it was not called marijuana.
Yeah.
It wasn't marijuana. It was single-wana. Marijuana, single-wana.
Wow.
Was the joke there, folks? Marijuana. I took the name marijuana and I pronounced it pronouncing it with a hard E.
He even warned me. He said I might stand up a lot, and I was like, "Why would
Do you have
that?
me? Remember, I came in this morning. I said, "Look, let's go over it, because if I find out later I'm up here and you've got my crotch, that's not television. That is not television."
Does anyone have a fake mic he can hold?
Ask Dave Garraway over here.
Just use a pipe. Here,
Look at this. Yeah.
talk into
Oh,
that.
yeah. What's next? You smoke out of molten lava?
We'll be back with a live interview with Ike on the golf course.
Why did we stop smoking? I don't
This is
understand.
made
that.
entirely out of fruit stripe gum.
It is.
That's what my ex-wife said.
Did you?
Ask me
That's why
anything
she
about
left
my
you.
ex-wife.
Where the hell's the heavy
In a
monkey?
foil wrapper.
Say something that I can then say. My ex-wife said that.
Where's my ex?
Where'd you park the car?
That's what my ex-wife said on my wedding night. See, it sounds
Yes.
sexual.
Yeah.
Park the car.
Yeah, right,
Let me try
right,
one.
right.
Park the car. I couldn't do that on my wedding night.
Where's
I
my,
feel so happy about knocking into you.
Where's my heavy monkey?
They're getting fixed.
No, I'm asking Andy.
Is this show like broadcast?
No, it's just us in this room.
Do you have to have a password to watch the show?
I can't call myself
you
a
do.
broadcaster because I have this show.
Very good.
I have to call myself a netcaster.
Oh, really?
Because I also
So you're-
I'm also a fisherman.
I was going to say you're an apostle. I'm going to make you a fisher of stoners. That's what Jesus said
Is
to
he-
Doug.
He does that because he knows I'm Jewish.
Right, and he knows I
Right.
don't like division.
And,
Yes.
Right, that the Jews killed our Lord. And then that's where that comes in.
By the way, I've been saying this on every show I'm on. Please, including your Twitter bio that you're an atheist, because it's really.
The Jews killed Jesus.
I need to know the most boring thing about you. So you can tell me that you're an
What
atheist.
you need to know is that I have no belief system whatsoever.
Yes. Yeah. Opinions are not my thing. I don't like.
I'm ambivalent.
I think before we start, you should know I'm shy. I don't know. You write I can't write everything, Doug. Especially when you're looking at me. You're waiting for me to come up with. This is the thing I hate about comedy.
waiting for it to stop. Is you can get into the next topic without anybody else getting a chance.
Here I go.
And I wanted to have some fun with Jesus Christ.
You're right.
And the whole Jew thing. Like, if the Jews killed Jesus, I don't see them waiting around for him to die. I see them looking at their watches a lot.
Because we're so
You know
impatient.
what I mean? Impatient.
Yeah.
Like they could be making money somewhere. That
And
kind
also,
of thing.
this is the last thing I need to see.
Yeah. Why
is
do I
this.
need this before dinner?
This is the headache I need.
Yeah.
This is what I need to say.
need.
Hey, I'm already Jewish. I need to see a Jew on a cross. Folks, come on. Is this evangelist on? Is this current viewers watching? This is unbelievable, folks. A lot of people say that I bet there aren't a lot of people watching, and here we have verified
It's proof that there's not a lot of people watching.
1,399 people are watching, but half of those are watching in quotes.
If I get this number on Comedy Central, I'm done.
This is what's great about the new comedy. Right?
Right? You can
We
do it
have
anywhere
a
you
show.
want. They can like it or not.
You could do it or not.
Exactly.
You can do it or not now.
It's all about options.
I choose not to even do it. I save the time, no overhead.
Right.
I don't overexpose
Keep
myself.
costs down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. You don't get too familiar with the public, so they like you more.
Well, you know what I do? Well, you know I do at least 12 times a day? I see tweets that are
probably
fun.
say doo-doo.
I say
12
do-do.
times a day.
I see a tweet
Make
that's...
fun of Jay Leno.
Well, I do that, but I see a tweet that's funnier than something I've written.
Wait, you still make fun of Jay Leno? He is so not on anybody's radar.
Here's how I do it. Jay Leno's in the news again.
What'd he do that got him in the news?
Jay Leno. Boy, I wish he was in the news.
Jay Leno waved from a car again.
Jay Leno. Speaking about A&E shows.
Because he'll drive one of his crazy old cars around Burbank and wave at people.
Every story he tells is a lie.
Like he's in a parade.
Jay Leno lies about everything.
About everything?
He should sue me. But I don't think he should sue
Usually,
me. Though.
I think
No, not
I think
anymore.
99% of the time when he'd say, my next guest, and he'd say somebody, and that person would come out.
Well, I don't mean like that.
That was always true.
That would be easily traced if he lied about
My
that.
next guest is
Let's do some pot topics.
okay.
Hot topic.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, Greg. I just assumed I'd be interrupting Andy.
That's what the script says.
Is this funny or am I high?
Let's do some pot topics.
Am I high or is this funny?
Yeah.
Is this high or am I funny?
This is rhetorical, right?
Can you record this wild in case you want to cut these guys out of the segment? Is this wild or what did I say? Is this high or am I funny? Is it funny or is it high? Come in on it. Do the Hitchcock out while I'm going in. No one's tried that, right?
I don't think
Hitchcock
they
out, me
have.
go in.
Yeah, like that.
And the content doesn't matter. That's where TV's going.
This is also an audio podcast.
Why
so
would you say it like that? Like you're all of a sudden...
keep that in mind
Like
when you're
doing a murder mystery.
doing a
Keep in mind it's a...
physical bit.
Excuse me, sir. Keep in mind it's a podcast.
Well, this voice.
Audio.
How do I not
See,
do
it's not
voiceovers?
You didn't even
out so
catch
people
the
can
word
watch
I
it.
was
People
trying
can
to-
listen to it as well on the wireless.
Yes.
Absolutely, absolutely.
You yell at me, he's bringing wireless into it. He doesn't get scolded.
Well,
Because he has a better outfit?
I've only said a few words today, so people aren't
He does win the
overexposed.
outfit contest.
Yeah.
The quaff contest.
I don't want to show up in public and not,
Wait a second.
I
You
like
need
his
to
glasses
have...
better than yours.
Just because... Are you
Tough
saying,
love,
I
Andy.
dominate every conversation and I'm the bad guy? Is that the deal? I inappropriately...
You're the bad guy that never gets around to his fucking evil plan. Just tell
Right.
us what the plan is.
All right, I'm the bad
the
guy.
Rachel Maddow of villains. 20 minutes to explain
We were
what's
talking
going to
about Rachel
happen, and then
before.
nothing happens.
The Rachel conversation was before we started the
Yeah,
show.
the Rachel Maddow, who's a lovely newscaster.
She does a long wind-up
Long
into her
intro.
stories.
I don't know what these guys are saying, but it just sounds crazy.
It's what the kids watch.
You want to talk about crazy? There's a survey of marijuana trends, and
Be less committed to your topic. Let's take it again, and this time
Get right to it.
act like you care
Yeah.
even less about
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
okay.
That you could care less this time.
Gorilla Glue is very popular with people.
Gorilla glue?
Glue as a strain.
Oh, and what's it based
That's
on?
a topic?
Well, there's a whole bunch of shit on here, but if I slow down to try to read something, Shakespeare over here is going to hire some monkeys to write his next joke.
There's an infinite amount of Andy Kindlers in his brain. And eventually they'll write the works of one of your jokes.
Well, how many?
It's going to take an infinite amount. What's not up there is a timer.
Yeah.
Ask me what the secret of comedy...
Timing. Seriously, ask me timing. Seriously, you answer something at a time that's been prearranged.
When people ask me about this episode, I'm going to say it was so great I didn't want it to start.
And in essence, it didn't.
Good thing this is a rehearsal.
Welcome to Joke Writing.
101.
And what we used to do, Andy Kindler and I, we've been talking about how old we are, which we probably shouldn't talk about that much, but because we're still in the game,
The kids don't want to hear about it.
They don't want to hear about it. But
they should know they will die one day.
You and I used to speak to each other. We used to speak to each other from landlines.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God, this is unbelievable.
Yeah, we'd sit and talk on the phone.
First of all, Greg Proops invested in Crazy Calls. And so he already had...
I have part of that fortune. I'm
money
heir to
socked
the crazy.
away.
I'm heir to the Crazy Call fortune. It was my great uncle Nipsey Proops. And
You gotta wait your number, leave your message, wait for the beep.
Crazy Calls.
You know what? When I'm bringing up Crazy Calls, which is a hack reference, as thinking it's funny to bring up a hack reference, that's when I know I never should have gotten into comedy.
I don't even know what Crazy Calls is.
Now,
Yes, you do.
If that's when you just realized it, now it's unanimous.
That's the name of my show.
Now
it's unanimous with your host, Andy
Am I the
Kindler.
only one?
Am I the only one? Everybody feels that way?
Am I the last one?
Oh, you all hate me?
Something we can
Now
all
Now it's
agree on.
unanimous.
My mother hates me. He hates me. This guy hates me. You know what? Now it's all unanimous. Bum, ba, ba, da, ba, bum. Bum, ba, ba, da, ba, bum. Bum, ba, ba, da, ba, bum. Ba-dum, bum, ba, ba, bum. It's unanimous.
We got to figure out a way. Could somebody play what he just did every time someone on the show says the word unanimous?
Ba, 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 da, ba, da. Ba, 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 da, ba, da.
No one's ever going to say it, Doug.
That can't be it. No. How about every time we all agree? The signal will be, I think we all agree. And that song will come on.
Hey, listen, mister. It's unanimous. I'm going to go with the Broadway version, too.
I don't think this is really good.
Those damn alternative
I
comedians.
don't think this is good for the cause when it comes to marijuana, your behavior.
No, I'm what you
I don't
shouldn't
think
do.
I think we shouldn't have put cocaine in Andy's marijuana.
I can't believe it.
Have you ever done cocaine?
Yes.
20 minutes ago. Why do you think he's acting this way?
Oh, I ask if it's snowing in the bathroom. I've got the problem. Oh, I mentioned the word bump. Oh, I say 8 ball, not in relation to pool. I say 8 ball, and there's no pool table.
He kept asking to see the white lady.
Yeah. I said, look, I don't want to ride the white horse, but I'll certainly do some cocaine if that's where you're going with it. This joke never worked, but this is exactly what would happen.
Did Pablo Escobar teach you this one?
I told you don't bring up. They used to call me El Chapro.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Who's the guy they just caught? Please don't kill me, that guy. El Chapo.
Yeah, El Chapo.
I want to do an El Chapo joke, but then I thought, what if we do a
Sean
joke
Penn beat
about
you
one
to
of
it.
these guys and they have you killed?
Yeah.
What?
I'd rather do jokes about Jay Leno. He's not going to have me killed.
No, I don't think so. He just might drive by in a car and wave. I've got another question for you.
We're going to cut this out, right?
Sadly, I don't think there's any cutting it out.
Well, how could a show like this? What would be a note?
Like, could you
what
open
would be
a
a
club
note on
with-
a show like this? Hey, you could have been more unfocused,
Yeah.
according to our demographics.
We give
But it
out
doesn't
audience
seem
cards.
to slow you down at all, this marijuana that you're smoking. Take
Well, you mean
take another
turn-
hit.
Do you know why?
I'd like to learn all about it.
Because obviously I'm not
You're the-
smoking pot for the right reasons.
I'd say maybe next to James Adomian, you're the most amped up guest we've
Yeah.
had on the show.
I don't like myself.
I like to think
People
that I don't
go the
get
other way.
sleepy,
They get
but,
they get
but I don't
very
get that into it.
quiet or quieter. You know.
I don't like myself. I don't like myself on a
Then
surface.
it's unanimous.
The crew's laughing at that one.
But what do you mean they laughed at that one? You can't use, that's, I think, out of bounds to use the crew against me.
Out of bounds or instructive?
Crew.
I made some calls and we hired a band. They're going to be here for the last segment, and I'm going to tell them not to laugh at you.
Then it'll be unanimous.
Unanimous.
If
It's
the band
going to
doesn't
be
laugh, then
unanimous. Something happened in Wisconsin.
I could imagine.
Oh, the Wisconsin State Senate overwhelmingly approved a bill that would make it legal to use marijuana extract to treat seizures. I mean, this one, I don't know, good for them, but also, come on, seizures?
Yeah, jump right
I
in.
saw a whole thing about a little girl that had horrible seizures all day long. They blew some pot smoke in her face. That's not how they did it. But they gave her,
of course.
some of the stuff that's
It really
in
works with
marijuana and
seizures.
didn't get her high and got rid of her seizures. Fucking shut up. It's medical.
Yeah, but the thing about this topic is that people could always say, on the other hand, nothing. There's no argument against not using
I knew
these
you were
things.
going somewhere with
There's no argument. Stop it. This is why I'm going to reverse it. Hey, get off my back, Jeff Sessions, racist. Hey, Jeff Sessions, why don't you be racist and voter suppress in that area?
Get ready to do your song. So I think you agree with both of us, don't you, Greg?
Oh,
I think that's a song
That's what's
already.
gonna happen.
This ba-ba-ba-ba-ba is already a song.
you made up a new song.
No, it's like a takeoff on a. You like bossa nova,
You're
right?
thinking of like ba ba da da da.
Yeah, he's doing
Phenomena.
Phenomena.
Yeah, Phenomena.
Yeah, but it's off of Phenomena. It's like I'm gonna use the
This can't be looked
I'm
favor.
gonna use the Vanilla Ice defense. It's slightly off.
No one's going to
It's
look
not
back
exactly
on
right.
this argument favorably.
It's like when you hear in a James Bond, a movie where they didn't want to pay for James Bond, but they wanted people to think James Bond. It'll go.
But the thing is,
It'll go.
I was thinking, I was thinking of that song, so that's why it's wrong.
Okay.
Then it's unanimous.
Now I have to come up with it. Now I have to go in the studio and come up with my own.
I like that you work in the studio because you're a jazz band.
I told you.
I think of you yelling in a studio while the rest of your family is home invading.
What was that? Why would you go for the joke to home invasion?
It was, I don't know. It
What
just
if I-
seemed-
what if I-
it just seemed like
So,
a very...
so that we'd hear one today.
I thought it's time for a joke, everybody.
And then it's unanimous.
Andy, weren't you home invasion?
Do
Home
your
invasion.
song.
Do the song. Look, that song is done. Even if it doesn't sound like it just sounds like a bad impression of the other song. That I don't even know if I like that song.
I got a new idea. We're gonna get some band out there play a heavy metal song about Heavy Monkey, and when I hand the monkey to people, that song will come on. Everyone will have a nice laugh, and then we can move on. The monkeys are being repaired.
Oh, I see. That's why you keep asking where the heavy monkeys are.
I
didn't realize there
understand
was
the
so
monkey
much.
references on the show.
There's
It's
you
a thing.
smoke out
Yeah,
of it.
there's
It's
no-
a thing.
There's no reason for you to understand it.
I don't know. I thought you guys would have a volcano here.
Well,
So a lot of that's just window dressing.
No, but there's something.
the
Your
bags,
show is like a conspiracy
the
theory.
bags make a lot of noise, and it's not
This
great.
one resembles a caterpillar.
Yeah, it's not great for audio, the bags that come with the volcano, but I do endorse the volcano. I like them.
This one's if
Very
you
much.
I endorse
have
it.
never
I'll
been
endorse
cool.
anything. Napalm.
Yeah.
You name it.
But maybe the nice folks at the... Do you own a volcano?
I'm more upset that I used napalm as a reference than I am that it was a bad.
Do you have a
taste.
volcano? Is that what they're looking for when they come into your home?
I know. I saw the show that made me laugh, and I don't know why Doug said, "Look, please mention the show with Sarah Silverman and Todd Glass if you can." Okay, I'll mention it.
The episode I did with the two of them?
Yeah. What now? The joke
watched
here.
that?
The joke here is that Doug would ever say, first of all, anything
He
to me
watches Todd
before
Glass to figure out
seeing
how to
me.
behave on this show. That was like the worst example.
You know what? If you're going to judge me, why don't you get in line
Then it's
or
unanimous.
join the club, whatever you think is funny.
Well, if he joins
as
the
it turns
club-
out, I'm going to be judging everyone
Yeah.
starting on February 27th
Judging everyone
Nice.
right after.
on Comedy Central. It's Andy.
It's
You'll
his
have
show.
fun with
He
this.
has a new show.
The show's on at midnight. After at midnight.
Points.
That sounds like something you'd make fun of in your act.
I have a show where I just say points.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're saying it sounds derivative. Ba-ba, derivative. I'm doing the Menomina song.
Yes.
I'm changing into my derivative.
Yeah, I saw.
And the joke is it's derivative.
There was a lot going on there.
And then I should add a tag like whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, that was.
I don't like the crew. I don't like him. You're getting on my nerves. And the tray, looks like a set from a 40s movie about the 50s. Meanwhile, the wife's home with the robe and the thing and the other reference.
Can you believe we're already almost done?
This isn't fair.
Where has the time flown?
It's right up his.
If you want to know,
out his.
if you want more fun from us, go to what's the name of the show? highwithdoug.com, and we'll have the outtakes of my anecdotes.
What do you mean outtakes? This is it's going to appear from now on unedited, unless we hear from your lawyer.
Are we doing more, and then that's going to be edited? But not what we just said here, right? Very little of this,
No,
right?
in fact, we're going to start soon.
I
That's
like
why
this
we're
show
waiting
bit-
on this third cameraman.
I like this show business tradition. Doug, Greg, I think you'll back me up on this.
Let's go on.
Where you're talking, it's like
Let's back him up on this.
Yeah, back me up on this. It's like, I think it probably goes down back to vaudeville. I'm having a conversation. Oh, yes, Doug, let's talk. But then I check the camera because here comes the joke. Humor. The only thing I have trouble with is what you put in the humor part.
Slightly.
That seems difficult. Do I have to do anything to make people laugh? I sometimes say.
Slightly Stupid has a new single called Dabbington. And it goes a little like this. The band's Slightly Stupid.
Oh, okay.
Dabbington, go. I assume it's got kind of a reggae feel, Andy.
What am I, Paul Schaefer all of a sudden? I mean, come on, people. I can stay home and perform. I'm not his trained puppet. No
All
puppet,
right.
no puppet, no puppet, no puppet. Swing!
We gotta go to another break.
Where are we breaking from? Isn't the show a break?
The Pew 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 Research Center surveyed nearly 8,000 police officers nationwide and found that more than 2/3
Smoke pot.
of those officers are
Are watching this
high
show.
on the job. No, they think marijuana should be legal for either personal or medical use. So
You know
thank
what?
you, police officers.
Most of my friends are policemen, or as I call them, the fuzz.
All right. Well, let's make that a cliffhanger because we do have to go to a break.
But my friends
Just
are
to
all
get
Irish.
this whole thing over with. We will be right back.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna sell like men! What? Sell like men!
Babe, do I possess masculine qualities?
Yeah, of course. Look at those girls over there. They've been looking at us all night. We're gonna fuck them.
What? No.
Unless you don't think you can.
Sell like men! Sell
You
like
are
men!
both absolutely stunning. And I love your shoes, too.
Weird.
Sell like men!
Are they whispering?
We are strong, independent men.
Do it! Take what you want!
Yeah.
Sell like men!
They look gay.
Sell like men!
It's weird. No, it's not. Guys are always like this.
Sell like men!
Hey everybody, so that we don't have to do it in the show, I'm going to do it during the breaks. I want to say subscribe to this show if you haven't already, and click the like button as it helps fight against people who flag our videos. And you can also subscribe on iTunes for the audio-only version of the show. And also, our web store is now through villubi.com. We'll put it on the screen, I think, maybe. Check it out. You can still visit us at the same URL, bit.ly/DougMerch. Order your mugs, t-shirts, and blue cards. Get blue cards. We'll sign them, and then the post office will put something right over the signature, and it's a big waste of money. Cards for Hymanity, I like to call it. Thanks, you guys, and enjoy your day.
It's getting dark with high. Gonna get down in this basement for your entertainment. It's getting dark with high.
All right, we're back, and we've got looks like about 29 more viewers than we had earlier.
Things are building.
People are jumping on board like, oh, we're here. There's another flip out on the show.
That's how Seinfeld got
There's
started.
a flip out.
That's how Seinfeld got started.
And that's how Kramer got ended.
I told you never to remind me of that.
Right? Because it's that thing that could always happen to you. You could always say the wrong thing.
Make God laugh.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm pretending that he died.
Who died?
Well, you know how he always says "Make God laugh" at the Laugh Factory. Mm-hmm. Jason Alexander. What's his name? No, Kramer. What is his name? Michael Richards.
Jason Alexander.
No,
yeah, he went on a racist rant. You're hearing it.
No, Michael
here.
Richards.
This
And
is
then,
the truth.
and so I
This is
say
not
"Make God
fake
laugh"
news.
like he passed away.
Right.
It's not.
I got what you're doing.
Why do I insist on completing something that I don't even
I don't
like?
know.
Yeah, we were all wondering that.
We just are like.
That makes it unanimous.
Yeah, put away the map, Andy. You're close enough.
You know what? Part of you is sending me a message, tone down the obnoxious thing, but then you're also saying you want me to sing that stupid song. You'd be happy if I sang that stupid song.
Well, I'd like to talk about the song
I
that
don't
we
know if happy is
played.
the word.
It's so derivative.
Coming back from the break. Did you like the song "Coming Back from the Break"?
I really did.
Yeah.
Who is that?
That was by Adult Twim on
What?
Twitter. His name on Twitter is Adult Twim, like Adult Swim, but with a T.
Cool.
Yeah.
I thought it was really wonderful music, and I sound like an old Jew, which that'll help
I was just going to
sales.
say, it was very wonderful music, the kind of nice, pleasant thing. You might have a little bite to eat, sit outside.
Nice combo. It was
You
a nice
Instagram?
combo.
Are you on Instagram?
Am I? No, I should be though. I'm not
Right?
putting
You like
that
to
down.
take pictures and show them to people?
Not so much, but my manager wants me to.
Timothy Donovan is his name on Instagram, and all the O's in Timothy Donovan are zeros. So that's not at all confusing for anybody. Greg Proops,
Douglas.
paperback, smartest book in the world, comes out this month.
That's right. I wrote it. It was in hardback. Now it's come out in paperback due to some demand. And I got a
gonna
couple
roll
kids in
one?
LA.
I'm going to roll one because I'm going to show you
I love
people.
it. Let's see
Did you
how
guys want me to
long.
plug anything you want? You didn't want me to
Yeah.
use the instrument of the internet to plug my material.
GregProops.com is where you go to order it, right?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
The book's there, and then I'm on the road.
You
doing
got a
podcasts
reading
everywhere.
coming up here in Los Angeles.
reading?
At Chevalier's
Yes.
Books.
He's going for an MRI. I've got a reading coming up at Cedars-Sinai. Is anybody here still?
No.
Do you know Chevalier's
Yeah, I got
Books?
two. One at Chevalier's on Larchmont, and then another one in Brentwood.
Oh, it's over in that Larchmont cool area where there's cool stuff?
Yes.
If looks could kill.
Across the street from the Greek.
I'm telling you, Greg Proops. I'm going to get the backstory
I'll get it
of
in,
this.
baby. I'm not worried.
He just rubbed my leg, as I always hoped he would.
Derivative.
Can I also get some pants
This
at Diesel?
party is Dullsville. This crew, why aren't they laughing more at me fake?
They're baked.
They don't fake it.
No,
This is
I
all-
say fake it. I say
This is super genuine.
this is
what
our
happens
our
here.
brand should be fake laughing constantly.
What happens here
Stays
happens
in-
here. It's Vegas' new slogan.
What happens here?
When you're stuck here, you're probably stuck here.
What happens here does not have to be confined to this area. If you're thinking it does, because no one's spreading the word.
What would you plug, like, if I gave you a chance to talk?
I would plug my the fact that I would plug the fact that I
He'll
never.
be at Gelson's on Wednesday.
I'll be at
The
Gelson's
frozen
on Wednesday,
foods.
wondering where did it all go wrong.
Have you ever
Can you really-
have you ever done a plug on something?
A plug like on
Like what should people be doing after they enjoy your appearance here? What should they do next?
They should mention my
Call
name
911.
and buy when you buy Effordent. Why is there no adhesive? What are you trying to take? What is that? Is that the Ashton Kutcher style prank?
No.
There's
Okay.
adhesive.
All right, there is, but it's not what I call
You should go with
adhesive.
Impractical Jokers if you want a new prank.
Is it all right
reference.
that I'm using this pot?
Yeah.
'Cause I don't have my own
No, that's
pot.
what it's here for.
The reason why I did the gig was to get pot.
Do you have a new CD?
I do have one that I still haven't released, but I am the first day
I'll
of the
also be at
industry.
Larchmont.
The
on
first day of
23rd.
the industry. Hey, look, hey, look, Suit, hey, Mr. Suit.
The place is called Diesel.
Hey, let's
It's gonna
make
be
pretend
at.
we're Entourage. Hey, Suits.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's in Brentwood.
Hey, Suits.
Diesel's in Brentwood.
Diesel's in Brentwood.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
I'm
Chevalier's
opening
in
up.
Larchmont.
I am opening up a Diesel franchise in Gardenia.
The album's called State of the Industry, and it actually comes out very soon. Would
know-
you rather people not hear it?
No, here's the thing. I really feel like
He doesn't have to worry about that. No one's going to hear it.
See, I think it's
Why?
okay.
That's
Promote
already in the
something
bag.
nobody's gonna
No,
hear.
no, that's a done deal.
I think it's okay when I put myself
Oh,
Yeah.
but when I do it?
But when this guy punches down, doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. You know what I'm saying?
That's all I do.
Punches down. You don't punch
Why
down,
talk
do you?
about climate change when you know it's not real?
I mean,
So
look at this,
You know
ladies and
why?
germs.
I'm in the bag for Putin. That's why I'm doing this
do you
today.
want to guess
I'm a
what day
traitor.
your album's coming
I don't know
out?
Putin. I don't know Putin. I don't know Putin. I don't know Putin. Hey, my current tweet is going to say that I don't know Putin. He wrote that in the tweet.
Yeah.
I don't know Putin. You don't know Putin?
We try not to talk about this kind of thing.
God damn it, Doug. Wake up and smell the fact that there's nothing you can do about it, and complaining about it is boring on an entertainment level.
The State of the Industry is out February 17th.
Can you say check your local listing?
I think you did. And you're hosting the season 4 of Hulu's Coming to the Stage.
Oh, and it's Hulu. That's why. I knew it was a hoop.
Andy's album's available.
Here's how an old Jew remembers it. All right, what that?
You thought it was a basketball hoop?
Hulu? All right. I'll think of the hula hoop and then just go south.
Yeah. You didn't have to add an old voice to that.
You are terrible.
We're all old enough to do things like that.
You would be terrible
It's
in
a
a
great
duo.
way
Were
to
you in a
remember
duo?
things. It's a great way to remember things. Like I was in Frankenstein B lot at Universal, and I thought to myself, Frankenstein B having sex, and when I came back out, I was like, Frankenstein's fucking. And I walked all around F all day.
I don't think you should be able to use classic monster
Characters like
monster
that?
characters for
In
your
my
cheap
jokes?
for your cheap cursing joke with the cursing.
Oh, you don't like the
He doesn't
cursing.
have to have cursing
Okay.
to make people laugh.
All right.
With his wry observations.
Speaking of Rye, Humphrey Bogart, are you going to pass that, or are you going to
Oh my
film the
God.
entire movie of Casablanca over
Oh,
there?
I did want to plug though.
Okay, please.
I did want to plug saying "Hey Shakespeare" because I think that. So in any contest, if you're in the bar, you go, "Look, hey Shakespeare, just give me a scotch and soda."
I think it
refer
could
to
go
everybody,
either
but-
way. I think some people would be insulted by it, and others would find it a
I
compliment.
think I wanted to be insulting every time.
Because I don't think all bartenders feel the way about being accused of having flowery language that they might have stolen from someone else.
Your first band was named Flowery Language, right?
Yes, and my third album. and my
Anything is
fourth
funny.
wife.
Anything is funny if you lean into it.
Did you see that card, Andy, that just came out?
Pop quiz?
No, the one that was walking around, that one.
And?
Yeah. What do you
Wait a
think,
second.
What do
wait
you
a
think that
second.
means?
It says there's no end to the entertainment value of continuing the show further.
That's right, you guys. We're not stopping.
Yeah. Why do you want?
This is
What
the
are we on a
Denzel
clock?
Washington of shows.
When is someone who watches this show going to say it couldn't go on longer? Think about it. That's I
Some
want to be
people have
one
a
of
lot of
those.
success with really long shows. I prefer keeping it tight.
Yeah, it's
I'm
nice
going to be
that way.
this comic. This is, hey Shakespeare.
Too late.
Hey Shakespeare.
You already are that comic.
I got it in my noggin. All right, that's not the exact line, but that's a placeholder.
In my noggin?
It's just a placeholder. I'm like the worst writer ever. It's a placeholder.
Well, you're the most delightful pot smoker ever.
I'm Dracula.
I appreciate you coming on. You hesitated for a long time to come on.
Now you know why. He saved up 7 years for this.
Yeah.
At one point, I didn't want people to know that I was smoking pot.
Now they want. Now they
What
don't
was
know
I?
you're here.
I'll go. I want to be able to say a joke about Jeff Zucker, but I don't want people to know I
Right.
smoke pot.
Right. It's true. Like when I get political or say anything about anybody, they could just fire back, well, you're just a dumb pothead. But
Yeah.
I'm hoping that people don't all feel that way.
You mean you're hoping that it's not unanimous?
Yeah, exactly.
Look, I'm going to write a new song that's not going to be based on the Manamala, which I
From
still
the
don't know.
Muppets, yeah.
Oh, it's from the Muppets. Do you know
Well,
I was
there's
never,
a lot of things. I mean,
I
a
am
lot
going
of
to wrap
shows use
this up,
it.
you guys, I promise.
I was never in a Muppets movie. And you know
just gotta
what?
find a
I don't
card.
want your pity.
I would love to be in a Muppets movie.
Me too.
That's not something that...
I really like the pirate one with Tim Curry.
Yeah, what do you have to say to that?
Yeah.
I don't have any
Where's
Muppets
your comeback
I don't have any Muppets
now?
comebacks because every 5 or 6 seconds it goes out of my mind what a Muppet could be. Because it's after my time. I never saw them. I don't know who Miss Piggy is. Is she a Muppet?
Yes.
Well, I don't know what they are.
Muppets have been a thing your whole life.
I'm 80 to 90 years old. And on pilot season, I say I'm 74. So I really
you
don't
want to
know.
get those.
I still think Talkies is a reference.
You say you're 74 because you want to get the Sofia Vergara's husband roles. No show next week, you guys, because I think everybody needs to wind the fuck down. But
Andy the monkey.
Thank you to Greg Proops and Andy Kindler. Why are you not? Okay.
See?
Nice sense of direction,
A show
Magellan.
like this, the message should be smoking pot. It shouldn't be all
Smoking
this. I'm not someone who plugs AndyKindler.com.
No, there's no reason to.
And if you go to
You're here to
AndyKindler.com,
promote pot.
people want to know where was I in 2004. It's all at AndyKindler.com.
Oh, you keep your old dates up?
That's my thing.
That's
it's
fun.
like a place where everybody.
I do a show, I take it off the calendar, but you just all old dates.
It's frozen in time, like a gel.
And then from today forward, it's just a question mark.
It's just don't go. Just
Right.
go to Twitter. Forget the website.
It says the end, question mark.
But we are going to do a show on Monday, February 20th at 3:15 Pacific time. And then also, we've got the big marathon show. I think maybe we should get Andy involved in the marathon show.
Oh, my God.
He seems to be able to handle it. He's got a lot of energy.
I can do it. I think that's where actually my only attribute that's good. I could go
talk
fill
for a
in
long time.
Yeah, talk a long time. Because people go, I don't like this. Yeah, but you might like it if I was the only option for a few hours.
Right.
It's sort of like riding a raft on the Orinoco. There's danger and tedium, definitely tropical diseases, but at a certain point there might be a lush
But how many
hyacinth.
places?
What's did he say Orinoco?
How many
I
places
did.
does a filibuster ability come in handy?
With Elizabeth Warren.
Why did you become a
And here?
Filibuster. That's one thing I never
don't
heard
even know Buster.
my wife say on my.
That's the hashtag for this
On my
episode.
wedding night.
He persists.
Yeah.
He persisted.
Filibuster. That's what I had my wife call my penis on our wedding night.
Friday, February 24th.
I made her call my penis filibuster.
Friday, February 24th is the marathon show, and Andy may or
Where's
may
that?
not.
That's what the lawsuit said.
Right here, but I'm doing 6 hours straight, dozens of guests.
I'm doing a marathon
you
thing
taking
too.
are you
I'm
taking a dinner break or
continuing to
anything?
live in my head.
We'll talk about it later. Thank you, Greg Proops, and
I'm laughing at my own
thanks to
material.
Greg Proops and the other guy. We'll see you next time.